Medea, O Zeus and Justice, child of Zeus, and sun god's light, now will I triumph o'er my foes, kind friends. On victory's road have I set forth. Good hope have I of wreaking vengeance on those I hate. For where we were in most distress, this stranger hath appeared, to be a haven in my counsels. To him will we make fast the cables of our ship, when we can't come to the town and citadel of Pallas. But now will I explain to thee my plans in full. Do not expect to hear a pleasant tale. A servant of mine will I to Jason send and crave an interview. Then, when he comes, I will address him with soft words, say, "This pleases me," and "That is well," even the marriage with the princess, which my treacherous lord is celebrating, and add, "It suits us both, 'twas well thought out." Then will I entreat that here my children abide, not that I mean to leave them in a hostile land for foes to flout, but that I may slay the king's daughter by guile. For I will send them with gifts in their hands, carrying them on to the bride to save them from banishment, a robe of finest woof and chaplet of gold. And if these ornaments she take and put them on, miserably shall she die. And likewise everyone who touches her, with such fell poisons will I smear my gifts. And here I quit this theme, but I shudder at the deed I must do next. For I will slay the children I have borne. There is none shall take them from my toils, and when I have utterly confounded Jason's house, I will leave the land, escaping punishment for my dear children's murder, after my most unholy deed. For I cannot endure the taunts of enemies, kind friends. Enough! What gain is life to me? I have no country, home, or refuge left. Oh, I did wrong. That hour I left my father's home, persuaded by that Helene's words. Who now shall pay the penalty, so help me God? Never shall he see again alive the children I bore to him. Nor from his new bride shall he beget issue, for she must die a hideous death, slain by my drugs. Let no one deem me a poor weak woman who sits with her hands folded, but of another mold, dangerous to foes and well disposed to friends, for they win the fairest game who live their life like me. Chorus. Since thou hast imparted this design to me, I bid thee hold thy hand, both from a wish to serve thee and because I would uphold the laws men make. Medea. It cannot but be so. Thy words I pardon, since thou art not in the same sorry plight that I am. Chorus. O lady, wilt thou steel thyself to slay thy children twain? Medea. I will, for that I will stab my husband to the heart. Chorus. It may, but thou wilt be the saddest wife alive. Medea. No matter, wasted is every word that come twixt now and then. To the nurse. Ho, thou, go call Jason hither, for thee I do employ on every mission of trust. No word divulge of all my purpose, as thou art to thy mistress loyal, and likewise of my sex. Chorus. Sons of Erechtheus, heroes happy from of yore, children of the blessed gods, fed on wisdom's glorious food in a holy land, ne'er pillaged by its foes. Ye who move with sprightly step through a climate ever bright and clear, whereas legend tells the Muses nine, Pierre's holy maids, were brought to birth by Harmonia with the golden hair, and poets sing how Cyprus, drawing water from the streams of fair flowing Cephissus, breathes o'er the land a gentle breeze of balmy winds, and ever as she crowns her tresses with a garland of sweet rosebuds, sent forth the loves to sit by wisdom's side, to take a part in every excellence. How then shall the city of sacred streams, the land that welcomes those it loves, Receive thee, the murderess of thy children, thee whose presence with others is a pollution. Think on the murder of thy children. Consider the bloody deed thou takest on thee. Nay, by thy knees, we, one and all, implore thee, slay not thy babes. Where shall hand or heart find hardihood enough in wrecking such a fearsome deed upon thy sons? How wilt thou look upon thy babes, and still without a tear retain thy bloody purpose? Thou canst not, when they fall at thy feet, for mercy steal thy heart and dip in their blood thy hand. Jason, I am coming at thy bidding, for e'en though thy hate for me is bitter, thou shalt not fail in this small boon, but I will hear what new request thou hast to make of me, lady. Medea, Jason, I crave thy pardon for the words I spoke, and well thou mayest brook my burst of passion, for ere now we twain have shared much love. For I have reasoned with my soul and railed upon me thus. Ah, poor heart, why am I thus distraught? Why so angered against all good advice? Why have I come to hate the rulers of my land? My husband too. What does the best for me he can, in wedding with a princess and rearing for my children noble brothers? Shall I not cease to fret? What possesses me, when heaven its best doth offer? Have I not my children to consider? Do I forget that we are fugitives in need of friends? When I had thought all this, I saw how foolish I had been, how senselessly enraged. So now I do commend thee, and think thee most wise in forming this connection for us. But I was mad, I who have shared in these designs, helped on thy plans, and lent my aid to bring about the match, only too pleased to wait upon thy bride. But what we are, we women, evil I will not say, wherefore thou shouldest not sink to our sorry level, nor with our weapons meet our childishness. I yield and do confess that I was wrong then, but now I have come to a better mind. Come hither, my children, come, leave the house, step forth, and with me greet and bid farewell to your father. Be reconciled from all past bitterness unto your friends, as now your mother is, for we have made a truce, and anger is no more.